our bodies and our souls separate. Our physical remains return to the earth, but what happens to the non-physical part of us? As a death doula, I help dying people and their families make peace with death and learn to meet it with more grace and confidence. Most of my clients have this really strong inner knowing that some aspect of who we are continues after we die. They just don't know exactly how that happens. And it's hard to do something well if you don't know exactly how it happens. Different spiritual and religious and cultural traditions have different maps of what happens to our non-physical selves after we die. But what happens if you don't resonate with one of those maps? You're left with the mainstream, secular, materialist map that says, you are nothing but your body. When your body goes, you're gone. End of story. That map is problematic for lots of reasons. Number one, it's not true. And number two, it causes enormous suffering. So the map that says, when our body's gone, we're gone, isn't true. If you're one of the many people who have had some sense of connection with someone they love as that person was dying or after they died, you'll know that we don't just cease to exist. There's some aspect of us that continues. And sometimes there are ways to be in a healing, ongoing relationship with that aspect of the person. But again, that's hard to do if we don't have a map. The map that says we're only our bodies also causes suffering. It is a fundamental aspect of the human psyche that we need to belong and we need to know that we belong. We need to be woven into a community that holds us. No wonder death is terrifying. If the only map we have for it says we're about to fall off the edge of existence into an abyss of aloneness and be there for eternity. Who wants to do that? No wonder we resist and deny. So death is hard, but when we have this faulty map, this map that only shows half of the process, only the physical half, it's way more difficult. One of the things I really do a lot of with my clients and with my students is share a new map of what happens as our bodies and souls separate and how to be in a healing relationship with that experience. I've created a short online class to share this information because it's really been helpful for the people I work with. So the map I share in this class is rooted in nature-based spirituality and modern consciousness research. It draws from energy medicine, sacred sciences, systems thinking, and ancient wisdom traditions. It says at its basis that dying involves more than just living human beings and the seen world, that it's a much larger and more complex and mysterious process. Most importantly, though, what this map does is give us the tools and an understanding of what happens at a spiritual level so that we can engage with it, so that we know what to look for, we can watch the signs, we can participate, and we can cooperate with, and maybe even amplify the grace and the mystery that's really what makes dying bearable. This class is for death doulas and nurses and social workers and other end-of-life professionals, and it's also for anyone who will die or who knows and loves people who will die. The material I share has been really meaningful for the folks I work with, and I hope that it's helpful for you and for those you care about.